Greetings CM1 and welcome to lesson 18. I hope that everyone is doing well and that you're doing good and you're taking good care of yourself. We are still on unit 4 and our theme is how often do you do yoga? How often do you do yoga? Okay, all right. So we are doing frequency. I'm going to send you a link for an introduction video, right? And the title is How Often Do You Brush Your Teeth? So it's quite an entertaining video. You watch that video and then afterwards you have to write down what question does the friend ask him? How often do you? What are the questions? And you have to write each answer that he gives the friend, okay? So you're going to be doing four questions and 4 answers, okay? Right, so number 1 was, how often do you eat? So you have to watch the video to see what kind of food and you have to write it down. And then you have to write the answer for number 1. I eat and then So if the person says every day, never, always, usually, you write the answer. I eat and then the answer, okay? Number 2, how often do you okay? And then the person answers I okay, so listen to the question and write it down, as in how often do you, and write the answer. Number 3, how often do you and then the answer is I okay, listen. 4, how often do you? So what was the last question that he asked him? How often do you Then he answers I my room, and then gives the answer. Okay, good job. Okay, so make sure that you listen carefully what happens in the video, and each time he asks a question, you write it down. How often do you? And then you write answer, and then you write the answer, what he says. I blah blah blah. I usually brush my teeth 2 times a day. I never brush my teeth. Write down the friend's questions and write down his answers. Okay, good job. And now we're going to turn to our student books. We're going to go to page 26, which is language practice. Okay, page 26 here, student books. Okay, we're going to do language practice. I'm going to read and you are going to repeat. Frequency adverbs and time expressions. Do you exercise after class? Do you exercise after class? Yes, I always go running after school. Yes, I always go running after school. Yes, I usually play tennis with my friend. Yes, I usually play tennis with my friend. Yes, I sometimes go swimming, but I never do yoga. Yes, I sometimes go swimming, but I never do yoga. Good. Okay, next batch of questions. How often do you exercise? I go running every day. I go running every day. I play tennis 4 times a week. I play tennis 4 times a week. I go swimming once a week. Okay, so you see here are days of the week. Can you see running? Twice a week, 2 times, Monday and Thursday. Swimming what would we say? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's always, right? 100%. And then do yoga Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. So usually, okay? Right. Okay, good job. So that's that. That's the practice. And then you will look at number 1. Look at the information about Anna and you complete the sentences. Okay, so there are 4 activities. Running. How often does Anna go running? Play tennis, go swimming, do yoga. Everything is here and you can see how many times, and then based on how many times, then you will give your answer. If it's usually, if it's never, if it's always, if it's rarely or hardly ever, you will give your answer. Okay. Excuse me. So that's simple. So that's number 1. Number 2, because you are alone, you'll do it alone. There's no pair work. Complete the conversations and use your own ideas. Okay? So you have to use your own ideas. Okay? So I'll give you an example. For example, do you ever cook dinner? And then the answer is already there. Yes, I do. And then next one, number 2, do you ever go to the movie theater? Answer would be, no, I don't, but I like watching Netflix. Okay? So you will add your own ideas. It can be anything you want, any activity, anything that a person can do. You write it down. And if the answer is no, then you give a reason why it's no and then complete the conversation. Okay? So that one is not too difficult. Okay, right. Good job. And then we have here pronunciation. We have pronunciations. The sound is S, but how you pronounce it is Z. Some of it is S, some is Z. Okay? Okay. So even though it ends with S. So for example, tennis ends with S. You can hear the S at the end. Always, you decide, is it S or is it Z? Write it down, number 2. Number 3, class. What is the last sound? Is it S or is it Z? 4, sometimes. Is the sound S or Z? 5, swims. Is the sound S or Z? 6, martial arts. Is the end sound S or Z? Okay, so that one is very easy. Let's do the words one more time. Tennis. Always. Class. Sometimes. Swims. Martial arts. Okay, fantastic. That's that. Good job. And now we are going to go into our workbooks and turn to page 22. Okay? So we're going to go to our workbooks and turn to page 22. The small book, our workbook. Turn to page 22 and we are going to be doing number 4 and number 5. So we have always, usually, sometimes, never. Please read the survey and you check for yourself how many times you do this, how often you do your the activity, then choose one answer, okay? So number 1 is, how often do you go running? You can't say always, usually, sometimes, never. You have to choose one, okay? Only one answer, okay? And then you just select the answer, okay? Number 2, how often do you play soccer? Select the answer. Number 3, how often do you go swimming? Select the answer. Number 4, how often do you do yoga? Select the answer. Number 5, how often do you go biking? Select the answer. Okay, Then when you're finished, you have to write the sentences, okay? Write your answer sentences here. So if number 1 says, how often do you go running? If my answer was sometimes, then I will write 1. I sometimes go running. Then I write number 2. How often do you play soccer? If never, then I say, I never play soccer. So you give the full sentence of your answer until number 5, okay? All right, okay. Good, and then we do number 5, complete the conversation using the words in the box, okay? So let's look at the vocabulary words. Do, sometimes, every, 3, go, how often, ever, times. Okay, so the first one, we have a conversation between Manuel and Lisa, 2 people, and the first one, the answer is in there. It says, Manuel says, what do you do to keep fit? What do? So do was the first one. So you have to do the rest of them and finish. Okay, everybody, that's the end of lesson 18. Good job and well done, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Check LMS for the lecture and check assignment board for the homework and the classwork. All right, fantastic. Have a nice day. Goodbye.